Alrighty. Hello everyone. It's Julian again. We're back with another video. Today's gonna be we're kind of going to like the factual side and like the mostly where the help is, right? These last few videos are kind of like you getting to know me and stuff like that, and now I kind of want to get started and really put emphasis on what this channel is about. Okay. So, I had someone comment, which is very ironic because this was already my plan for my next video, but I had someone comment on my last video, which if you haven't watched that, please check out all the videos prior to, because I do, like I said, I do want you guys to really know who I am and who you're listening to. So if you don't know my beliefs, or you don't know how I feel about God, or you don't know what this channel is going to be about, please go check that out first. And with the TikTok ban, I know this is going to be so hard to fund my channel. So if you guys are interested, please subscribe, or else you're not really going to see me. So yeah. So let's get started. Like I said, someone commented on my last video asking about how you find consistency in the things that you do, and how I feel about weed and alcohol, stuff like that. And this is an important topic. Honestly, the most important topic, to be honest with you, because coming out of high school and coming out of, like, you know, when we're around that 17, 18, 19 age, drugs and alcohol are constantly around, right? Let's just be honest. Let's not try and hide it. Even if you're not someone who goes to parties and stuff like that, you know that that's what happens. And, you know, a lot of people get addicted to things that they shouldn't be getting addicted to, and they may not realize it. But let's start with the consistency part. So, I'm going to bring up God for this one. Like I said, I believe that God actually does bring change, and he brings life lessons, and the requirement for change nowadays and the requirement for life lessons nowadays is really pain. And, you know, he'll bring, let's say, a bad situation. He'll bring a breakup in your life. So this way you kind of get that smack in the face. You kind of wake up and you realize that life is not one big game, and it's not sunshine and rainbows. And I found consistency through that pain. And now every time, you know, I want to miss the gym, or every time I want to, you know, slack off, I kind of remind myself where I was prior to and how I felt prior to. And I don't want to go back to who I was, right? And that is the constant thought in my mind. And if you have yet to experience that feeling of, you know, oh, I really never want to go back to who I was prior to, you know, it hasn't happened yet. And it will, right? You will eventually go through a change in your life where you realize maybe you weren't doing the best things for yourself. And so, like I said, me and my girlfriend have been together for, well, I don't think I've explained this, but me and my girl were together for like 10-something months, and things were not working out. I was very insecure. I wasn't really secure with myself, and we got into a lot of fights. We got into a lot of arguments. And long story short, we broke up, right? And this hurt me. Like I explained in the last video as well, my connection to my girlfriend and why I have such a strong connection to her rather than like compared to any other girl. And in reality, it hurt me so bad that I had to look at myself and be like, you know, what can I change about myself to not really get her back, but just change. Like, I knew I needed to change. And like I said, I started praying, and I did slowly start changing, and I started going to the gym every day, and I gained a lot of weight, and I gained a lot of muscle, and my life changed completely. And now I have this schedule where, you know, I follow it day by day. You know, I read in the morning, I manifest in the morning, I meditate in the morning, you know, I trade, I go to work, and then I work out, and then I get 8 hours of sleep, I drink 8 bottles of water, I eat as many meals as I can a day. And how, like, that change that happened it was so natural for me because I had felt the pain that I needed to feel. And every time I wanted to slack off, it just immediately went away. Like, it was like, oh, like, I can't slack off because I can't go back to this. And the consistency never left from there. Okay? I actually missed the gym. I missed a leg day for the first time 2 days ago I was feeling super drained and tired after work, because I work at LA Fitness already. So I work at LA Fitness, I work 8 hours a day, and then on top of that I have to stay longer to work out, and I couldn't do it. I was too tired, and that was the first time I missed a workout in, like, I don't even know how long. So in reality, the way to gain consistency and discipline is to just remember who you were and remember how you felt, or how you even feel now. So for example, if you're trying to gain consistency right now, right? You feel shitty about yourself. You want to change yourself. You want to make a change. You want to go to the gym. You want to start eating better. You want to drink water better, right? Know how you feel right now. And if you don't feel good about yourself, you don't feel 100% about yourself, do the 180 technically. Do the 180 and change yourself now. Change yourself before you get slapped in the face. Because this is why praying is so important. Because when you start praying, God will start leaving you the tools that you need to change. And most of the time it is a slap in the face. It is, hey, wake up. You are not living on a cloud. You are literally living life, and life is difficult. And change before that. Don't change after that. Change before that. And start your consistency now. Start now. And look at yourself right now. Look in the mirror. You don't go to the gym every day. You're not consistent in the gym. You're not eating good. You're not drinking the water you need to drink. And, you're looking at yourself and you're not proud of yourself. And if that's not the worst pain that you can feel, I don't know what is. I wanted to feel happy with myself. I wanted to feel proud of myself. And what happened was, when I broke up with my girlfriend, or she broke up with me, I started to realize that I was being who I was with her, but in reality, I couldn't be alone. It was difficult for me to be alone. And it kind of like snapped in my head where it's like, I need to be happy with myself. That is the problem. That is why my relationship isn't working, because I'm not happy with myself. I don't feel good about myself when I look in the mirror. I don't feel like I'm doing everything I can to be a better me. And if you feel that way too, things are going to start failing, right? Whether it's, you're slacking off at your job and you're going to get fired, or whether it's you're in a relationship and you're too insecure, or you're too controlling to have a successful relationship. You know what I mean? And you have to change. You have to look at yourself. And I know it's difficult for people to look at themselves and be like, oh, like, I have this wrong with me. It's difficult to look at the negatives, but you have to change. And if you're looking for that consistency, you have to look at yourself and be like, listen, this isn't where I want to be right now, and I need to make this change now, when I'm young. Make the change when you're young. Because this mindset that I have came with 2 years of pain, but it also came with, now I have this maturity and I'm able to speak like this at 19 years old, whereas there's even adults who can't even comprehend really what I'm even saying right now. You know what I mean? And if you're young and you're watching this and you don't feel happy about yourself, it's either you change now, you make the change now, or eventually you're going to feel the pain later on. And I want to stop you guys from feeling that. So if you're looking to find consistency and you look in the mirror and you're not happy with yourself, the best thing I could say is just stop being a bitch. Like, just look at yourself. You're not happy with yourself, so go to the fucking gym. Go to the gym. You tell yourself, write everything down. Okay, I wake up, I'm going to do this. I'm going to pray in the morning, I'm going to shower, I'm going to go to work. After work, I'm going to go to the gym. And then you check everything off when you're done. Like a little bucket list for the day. Right? Make good habits, bro. Make good habits, okay? So in the morning, if you know that it's better for you to go to the gym in the morning, or you know that you don't have time to go to the gym at night and you need to go to the gym in the morning, but you're too tired to wake up, you're constantly going to go through this cycle of just skipping the gym, right? You have to find a schedule that works for you, and you need to stick with it. And then after 2 weeks, 3 weeks, it becomes this habit. And then next thing you know, you're doing it all the time. And now it's like it's sticking with you. And once you see that progress, this is something that is not talked about that often. Your brain, when you see good change, it's almost like giving a good gift. Like, I don't know how to explain it. Like, when you see change that you did yourself, it is a different kind of feeling. Like, you feel so good with yourself. and you feel happy and you want to keep going. So once you start seeing that progress after 3-4 months, you're not going to want to stop going. You actually are going to get addicted to it. Or maybe that's just what happens to me. But when I started seeing that progress after staying locked in, after doing what I needed to do, I couldn't get out of the gym. I could not miss a day. If I missed a day, I would feel bad about myself again. And all of a sudden, I have all these good habits on my roster. And now my schedule that I do right now as a 19-year-old kid is nowhere near what I guarantee you at least 80% of 19-year-olds are doing. And now I know I'm ahead of the game, and I feel ahead of the game, and I feel happy with myself, and I know I'm on the right pathway. And that feeling is what you need to chase. If you don't have the consistency right now, look at you in the future. Picture yourself, right? Picture you with that 8-pack. Picture you with that 6-pack. Picture you with the muscles that you want to have. Picture you, happy with yourself. Picture you a changed person. And just chase that and never stop chasing it. And eventually, you're going to be that person. But you have to just stick with it. You can't stop. You can't be like, oh, I'll just skip today. Yeah, today turns into tomorrow, and then tomorrow turns into a month. It just keeps going after that. You have to stay consistent. For example, I missed my first day last week, right? Now I know the next few months, I'm not missing a day, like, at all. That's the thing. If I miss, I need to make it up. I need to make up for it, right? And that's the kind of mindset you need to have to get where you want to get to in life. And that's truthfully how I think you need to get consistency. You need to be disciplined with yourself, right? You need to kind of pretend like there's someone, behind you watching your back, and just pretend that you're being watched, and you need to do what you need to do, right? A lot of people, when they're in school and they get a homework assignment and they have to do the homework assignment. Oh, I don't want to do it, but you do it anyway because you have to do it. Picture that, okay? That's what the gym is like. That's what anything you want to be consistent in life, that's what it is. It's like you don't want to do it, but you have to do it. And next thing you know, right, just like homework, if you continue to do it, you continue to pay attention, it gets easier. It becomes a good habit and things get easier. And eventually the motivation turns into discipline. And once it turns into discipline, I think it is so difficult to go back, right? It's so difficult to go back. And this is where the alcohol and the weed comes in. Those things make it easy to kind of go back to where you were, to kind of go back. So let me explain this real quick. I smoke and I drink. I do both. I love smoking. It makes me happy. I never really feel upset or sad when I'm smoking. But at the same time, even when I started smoking, because I started smoking because me and my girlfriend broke up. And, I needed to kind of every time I smoked, I felt happy, right? But I noticed it. I noticed myself. I started realizing, and this is where, I feel like I was a little bit smarter than I feel like other people. Because when I was smoking, yes, it felt great, but I also thought in the back of my mind, I'm like, how can this drug just change? 15 minutes before I smoked, I was so upset. How can this drug just make me happy in 15 minutes? How is that possible? You know what I mean? And I actually told that to my friends too. I was like, is that not so weird? It's weird. It is weird. It just changes your thought process just like that. And yeah, it is a good, it's a good change of thought process, but in reality, it's not good long term. Because not only are you not feeling the emotions you're supposed to be going through, but on top of that, you're just not doing what you need to do to be consistent. In a way, it's kind of just a gateway drug. It's just it's kind of scary, right? And I understood why these people get so addicted to weed, right? Because weed does not have an addictive property in it. However, I believe what makes weed addictive is because it's not addictive, right? People are like, oh, it's not addicting, and then they keep smoking, right? So I smoked a lot, but when I quit and I stopped for a long time, and now I just smoke on special occasions. It's kind of like a social thing for me now. And I realized that it's not that I'm addicted to it, it's just that I'm in a way I just it's fun to do, so I do it. I know I can stop because I have before. I stopped for a complete month, and there's no withdrawals, there's no urges, there's none of that. But there's just like, oh, like, let's just do it, fuck it, you know what I mean? And in reality, that's the problem, right? These people, they don't see the issue with it because it makes them feel this way, and then they just continue. And for me, weed was a big dreaming drug. It made me dream a lot about my future. And in reality, I'm thankful for what weed gave me in the moment. It kind of made me realize my goals, and it made me want to seek out bigger things. And it's not necessarily like, I'm not saying like, oh, that's why it's good. I'm just saying a reason that it benefited me in a way. But I knew it couldn't stay there forever. I knew that I would not get to the goals that I wanted to get to if I continued to smoke the way I did. And I was never an everyday smoker, but I was just smoking on the weekends and stuff like that, like every weekend. And it became this thing where I was just like, like, I would dream about my life, and I would think about all these big things that I wanted to do when I was high. And then when I woke up the next day and I had to, achieve those goals and try to get to those goals and wake up early, I just felt groggy and lazy, and I didn't want to do shit. And there are people who can function on it better than me, okay? And I'm going to say this. I think the only way that you should be smoking weed or even drinking alcohol, well, not on special occasions. I'm saying like on like a weekend thing or like a daily thing, like, is when you're set up, okay? When you are where you want to be in life, you have the finances, you have the life that you want to live. And I'm going to be honest with you, I think there's probably like 3% of 19-year-olds that have everything figured out. And if you're not one of them, stop smoking. Okay? If you're not living on your own, you don't have your own crib, you don't have your career set up, why are you really partaking in that? That is my belief. And I was obviously there before, right? I was one of the people who would smoke, every weekend, stuff like that. And in reality, I just did shit on it. In reality, that drug is a big waste of time. Yeah, I made some fun memories. And like I said, I'm bashing on it right now because I realized what it does. And it's not like it's, this terrible thing. It's fun, it's great. It's just like drinking. You drink with your friends, you have a good time and you move on. But in reality, it wasn't like that for me. It was like an everyday weekend thing, and I was looking forward the whole week just to smoke. And when I smoked, it was great, it was awesome. But then I would feel so shitty the next day, and I wouldn't want to do shit. I would wake up late, and I just didn't follow what I said I was going to do. And in reality, it kicked me off path. It distracted me. And it distracted me for a long time, and longer than I really wanted it to. And I do regret how really clingy I got to it. But in reality, everything happens for a reason. And I found weed for a reason. And in reality, everything, it's like a domino effect almost. Everything played out the way it needed to play out. And now I'm kind of letting my ties go with weed a little bit because I know that it is not benefiting me. And I guarantee you it's not benefiting any of you. Yeah, it could make you feel good for a little bit, but in reality, you still need to be in touch with your feelings and your emotions. And even if you're going through a breakup and you're smoking and stuff, like, really think about it. Like, you're not really feeling the emotions that you need to feel. In reality, you're kind of like just pushing it down. And we all know that pushing away your emotions is not the way to go about it. And you really do have to be careful, right? Because what happens is you just become addicted. You become addicted to it, but like not in like the bodily addiction. Like you're not like, itching for it. You're not going to die without it. You don't really get as many urges, but you're like, oh, I don't care. Whatever, let's smoke. Whatever, like roll up, And it just becomes this thing where it's like, yeah, you're not really addicted to it, but you're clinging to it. And in reality, at a young age, I feel like you really just should be focusing on the things that are benefiting you, right? When you go to the gym, what happens, right? You start building muscle. You start losing the fat that you want to lose, right? When you eat better, what happens, right? You start gaining the right calories in the right places, right? You start literally your mood can change off of a great diet, right? What happens when you start drinking a lot of water? Well, you become more hydrated, your stamina improves, you know, you're more, you're able to go through the day less groggy, less tired. And what happens when you smoke weed? Yeah, you feel happy and shit, but it doesn't really benefit you. It doesn't benefit you. It's just like, you know, a thing you're supposed to be doing for fun. And yeah, it's fun. You know, it's great. But is it something that you have to do every day, and is it going to help you get to your goals? And 99% of people who are smoking are going to say no. It really does nothing for you. And like I said, it's a big dream drug, and like, you know, you dream about all the things that you want to do, but in reality, you're not getting up and doing shit. You're not doing anything. There are literally friend groups out there who smoke every day. They'll get together, they'll smoke, they'll be like, yeah, you know, we gotta do this, we gotta do that, we'll do this. And then the next day, they don't do shit, and then they're like, when we rolling up? You know what I mean? So, you gotta be careful, okay? Now I'm gonna go to the alcohol. I have some interesting, I'll just say this, alcoholism is in my family. And I see what alcohol does to certain people, right? And alcohol should be a social thing, okay? Drinking alcohol every weekend or every day, I don't even care if your setup at this point is really not that good, right? You should not be doing it. But overall, right, I get it. You know, you want to have fun. You're young. You know, go out, have fun, but do what you have to do, right? The mistake that so many people make is just like, yeah, I'll figure it out. I'll figure it out. I'll figure it out. And the next thing you know, they're 30 and they're trying to figure it out. Whereas I'm 19 and I know what path I want to go down. And I'm not going to say I have everything figured out, you know, but I have what I want to do figured out. I have most of my shit figured out. I have my schedule. I follow my schedule every day. And if you're not at that point, you need to get to that point now. Okay? Tomorrow isn't going to come. It's not. You have to do this now if you want to be successful. And I hope I'm talking to people who like are looking to get, you know, make a lot of money and, you know, be really successful with themselves, because that's the type of person I want to be. And that's how I'm going to talk to you guys. Like I feel like I'm almost talking to myself in a way. Like if you're looking to get successful, you're looking to get money, and you're looking to be this better person that you want to be, and not in like a, you know, cringy way, like just be better, you have to do it now. Like there is no time to waste. And the issue that people have is like, it's always like, you know, figure it out, you know, wait, take your time, you know, you're young. No, bro. No. Yeah, you're young, but the things that you learn at this age is incomparable to what you're going to learn when you're older. Learn what you need to learn now. Become a sponge. Figure out a good schedule for yourself. Write it down. Write it down. I started writing shit down. It took me like 2 weeks to get the schedule. I don't even need to look at the schedule anymore. Matter of fact, I have it in my phone. I'll literally show you guys right now. Like, I have it in my notes app. Where is it? Hold up, 1 second. 2024 weekly list. This is from, hold up. Damn, it's gonna be inverted. Fuck. Okay, but you get it, right? It's a 2024 list, and I have every day marked down of everything I need to do. Wake up at 6:30, pray, shower, meditate, manifest, eat breakfast, trade till 10:50, finish 4 water bottles, have lunch, go to work, finish another water bottle, have second lunch at work, take creatine, have protein shake, have dinner, go to the gym, finish 2 water bottles, have second dinner, pray, go to bed. 8 hours of sleep. I followed this schedule for just about a year. Well, yeah, it's a year now. For an entire year. And I'm not saying this in a cocky way. I have an 8-pack. I have the physique that I wanted to get. And I'm still pushing. I'm still pushing. I just started seeing profitability in my trading. And yeah, there were some setbacks, right? There were some days that I didn't follow everything on that schedule. But for the most part, I've been following it, right? I didn't miss the gym. I didn't miss the meals I needed to eat. I drank the water I wanted to drink. But the problem was, the weed kind of set me back a little bit. I was doing everything, but it was in like a half-assed kind of way. Like I was lazy, and I didn't feel the need to do it, right? And like I have to wake up at 6:30 to trade because 9:30 is the market open. So like I want to plan out what I'm trading and stuff like that. And and every time I smoked, I would wake up groggy and not want to trade. I would be like, ah, fuck it, I'll do it tomorrow. Fuck it, I'll do it tomorrow. Fuck it, I'll do it tomorrow. Bro, this tomorrow mindset is literally the worst thing you could do for yourself. You're gonna be saying tomorrow at 50 years old. You know what I mean? Like, when is tomorrow? Like, I'm genuinely curious. When do you think is tomorrow? When are you gonna look at yourself in the mirror and be like, damn, I need to make a change now? It never happens, bro. It's never gonna happen unless you make a change. And the mistake that people make is that it's gonna land on their lap. You are not special, bro. Nobody's coming to save you. Nobody's coming to help you. Nobody's gonna take your hand and tell you what you need to do. You know what you have to do, but you're just expecting some shit to just slap you in the face. And this is where God knows that people will not change unless he gives them this pain, right? Because I was the same way, right? I used to want this physique. I used to want to be, where I wanted to be, where I'm at now. I used to want to be where I'm at right now so bad. And I just didn't care. I was lazy. I was like, yeah, I'll go to the gym. I'll just play Fortnite instead. I'll do this. I'll do that. And tomorrow never came. Until, guess what? The girl who I was extremely in love with broke up with me. And then I'm like, oh, I need a change. Oh, now you need a change, right? Now you wake up. And I was thankful it happened that time, because for a lot of people, they have to continuously go through pain until they understand. They have to go through the cycle of pain until they finally understand that the problem is not the people around you, the problem is you. You're the problem. And even if you're not, just look at yourself as the problem. And then you'll find the drive to change. I give everyone the benefit of the doubt, right? But I'm my worst enemy. Okay? If I don't go to the gym, like, I'm gonna fucking feel shitty about myself. And in reality, this is just more drive for me to do better. And tomorrow's never gonna come, bro. So if you're watching this video, you want to change, go on your notes app, make your schedule right now that works for you. I would recommend meditating to get a clear head. I would recommend manifesting your future. Okay? If you do not manifest your future, the chances of you doing it yourself are almost way harder. Okay? Let the universe help you a little bit. Let positive energy lead you in the right direction. Okay? I would recommend praying. Okay? Because God is going to give you the tools that you need to get to where you want to get to in your life. Okay? And make your schedule. Wake up at a good time. Get 8 hours of sleep. Eat the meals you know you need to eat to gain the progress that you want to make. Drink 7 bottles of water a day. Stay hydrated. Stop drinking whatever the fuck you're drinking. If you're drinking a bunch of soda, you're drinking a bunch of, dog shit. Like, I drink soda and juice for literally, like, till I was about 16. I barely had a bottle of water. My mom would have to beg me to drink water. And I'm not going to lie, I would pee. It would literally be, like, brown yellow, bro. That shit is not good. That is literally cutting your life in short. Like, cutting your life short, okay? Drink water, and I think we all know what you need to do. Just do it. Make the schedule, make a checklist, and every time you don't do what you need to do on your checklist, bro, look at yourself in the mirror. You're a bitch. Dead ass. Just do that. Literally just tell yourself that you are not doing what you need to do and you're not staying on track. And I know this sounds so harsh right now. Like, I feel like I'm being mean, but this is just real because this is what I had to do. You have to be your worst enemy. You can't give yourself breaks. If you give yourself breaks, you're just going to continuously just say, oh, tomorrow. Bro, there are no breaks. Nobody's helping you. Nobody is helping you. Your parents are going to be there for you. Sure, they're going to support you. But if you want to be successful, especially more successful than your parents, good luck, bro. Because nobody's coming to help you. Nobody is coming to help you. I'm here to, guide you in the right direction. Am I going to show up to your house, tell you, yo, get ready, let's go to the gym? Fuck no. Bro, you're the only person who can do that. You are the only person who could do that. And know yourself, right? If you know that, you're not going to be able to go alone, try and find a friend to go with. Try and make it more fun. Okay? Like, there are shortcuts to doing things, right? Let's say right now you have 0 bottles of water. Okay? The first 2 weeks, try and only have 2. Then 4. Then 6. Then 7. Right? If you have 1 meal a day right now, try and have a meal and a half. You know, try and add portions. Then you go to 2. Then you go to 3. Then you go to 4. And you work your way up until you reach the results that you want to reach. And when you get there, don't stop. Don't be like, oh, you know, I'm here. Nah, you're not there, bro. Nobody is there. The human brain is never satisfied. You'll get to the results you want to get to, and then you'll find another goal. My goal was 170 when I was 150. I'm at 175 right now. I'm trying to get to 185. I guarantee you when I get to 185, I'm going to want to lean down or bulk up. There's always something. The human brain is never satisfied, especially with money as well. Okay? If you have a goal in mind, a career that you know that you want to get to, lock in, bro. And don't let anyone distract you, bro. Everyone around you is dealing with their own shit, okay? And you need to look at the people around you and be like, does this person want it that bad? Does this person want to change himself in a better way? If he's happy where he is and he's not doing what he needs to do, bro, slowly distance yourself from that person. Surround yourself with the right people. Surround yourself with the people who are going to continue to guide you in the right direction. And then, slowly, bro, you slowly climb up the stairs. It wasn't easy for me. It was not easy. It was not easy to start waking up at 6:30 in the morning when previously I woke up at like 11. It was never easy. And I'm not saying it's easy, but it's necessary. All these things you want, this lavish lifestyle that you picture yourself living in the future. You picture yourself being rich. You picture yourself being this, you know, the physique that you want to have. Bro, it's not just going to appear. No genie is going to give you 3 wishes and you got it. You have to work towards it, bro. Shit is never landing in your lap. And even if you start praying, it's not landing in your lap. You still have to do work. It's inescapable. So start now. There is no tomorrow. Today is here. So take advantage of today. Well, by the time I upload this, it's probably going to be like, I don't know, like 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock. So maybe not today, but tomorrow. Actually tomorrow. Okay? So start tomorrow. Focus. Stay locked in. Make your schedule right now for tomorrow. Add checklists every day. When you miss something or you fuck up on something, beat yourself the fuck up. Okay? I know nobody says that. Nobody tells you, don't be so hard on yourself. Be hard on yourself, bro. Be hard on yourself. Because that is the only way you're going to change. You have to be your worst enemy and you have to be the person who's on your ass. When I was smoking and I wasn't doing what I needed to do, there was always this fucking thing on my shoulder telling me, what the fuck are you doing? What are you doing? Why are you continuously doing this? You know you're not getting to your goals. And eventually I started listening. And now I feel better. I feel so much better. I started 2025. My demo account made $25,000 in that short period of time. Like, that improvement in just my trading in general was so astronomical that it's crazy. Like, I slowly saw such big improvement just off of quitting this drug and just off of stopping smoking. And I always knew that's what it was. I always knew there was something wrong with it. And in a way, I knew that I shouldn't be doing it as often. And yeah, I'm still going to go out with my friends, when I have my shit set up and I'll smoke with them, I'm not saying, never do it. I'm saying do your shit first. Then you can figure all the other fun stuff out. Still live your life. Still go out with your friends, still have a good time. But you don't need to smoke to have a good time. And that's something I noticed too. When I stopped smoking, I realized, all the plans are out the window. There's nothing to do anymore because all we would do is smoke. And if your friend group is like this, bro, I'm telling you right now, that's your time to lock in. That's your time to figure your shit out. Because I realize that now I don't really need to go out that much either. I can stay locked in because really all my friends are going to be doing is smoking most of the time, which is fine. I'm not saying, they're bad for that or they're bad people. They have their own goals in life. And if that's where they want to be right now, that's fine. But I know myself. And I know what I need to do. And I'm going to continue to do it. And that's the mindset you need to have. Fuck everybody else. Yeah, they're your boys. I love my guys. Okay, I would literally take a bullet for all my friends. But in reality, my success and my mission is separate from theirs, and I need to realize that this pathway that I have, it has to be straight, and you have to stay straight, and you have to keep going. And that's how I feel. And I know I went through this whole big motivational speech, probably was a little harsh at some things, but this is a topic that I talk about very often. And one of my close friends, he's trying to get to his clothing brand. He's trying to get successful, and you know, I had this talk with him too. And now he's completely changed as well. Like, I started realizing, you know, his physique changed. You know, he started locking in on what he needed to do. And now he's slowly starting to cut back on the weed too. And, you know, he's going in the right direction. And I'm happy that, you know, we're both on that same pathway. And you got to just keep going. You got to keep going. You got to keep pushing. And just don't wait for anyone, bro. Don't wait for someone to come slap you in the face. Don't wait for, you know, the pain. Just start now. Just lock in now, bro. Lock in. Figure it out. And keep going. And I think that's the end of the video. I think that's the end of the video. Thank you guys so much for watching. I don't know if TikTok's really getting banned tomorrow or not, but you'll still see this post because I'm going to go make all my posts right now. But thank you all so much and for all the support. And if you're interested in these videos, please subscribe, because I'm not going to, if TikTok does get banned, I'm not going to be able to, you know, promote the videos as much. So, excuse me. Thank you guys so much. Damn. TikTok's getting banned, man. Listen, if you're really like locked in, try not to find another app, you know, to replace TikTok. Try not to go to Reno. Try not to go to all that shit. In reality, the what's that word called? There's a word for it. It's just a distraction. You know what I mean? It's a big distraction, and you know, you lose fuck. I want to know the word. I say it all the time, bro. I forgot. You lose like your attention span. There you go. You're losing your attention span. And you know, just maybe TikTok being banned could be a gift for a lot of other people, and try and stay focused. All right. So like I said, thank you so much for watching, and hope everyone has a good weekend.